Obviously a fan of Boy Meets World for 3 decades now. I'm an 80s baby. So what's it like that you guys lived in a time when there was magazines with posters and, what's the nostalgia about that you guys...
Man, the best. I still have all the teen magazines that I was in.
Too. My parents kept like most of them.
I have racks of teen magazines with your faces on the cover, and like the interviews
They're on your wall, right?
Well, they're not on my wall.
It's hard to
be like, what pizza toppings?
Exactly.
What do you look for?
And do you have a girlfriend?
Ice cream or chips? Which one's better?
Today and age, we have so many, obviously, outlets. What's that like that you guys were a part of that last generation?
I think that the people miss that sort of monoculture, the idea that we're all watching the same show the same week. And I think part of that's why we're doing this podcast is to kind of bring back that community. Like, if everybody watched, Boy Meets World on Friday night, we're talking about it on Monday, that brought people together, and now it feels very fractured. And, in a lot of ways it's great because there's more options and people can find different types of shows. But I'm hoping that with the podcast we can find that fan base and kind of build that community again, because it was really nice.
Absolutely. It's like the water cooler talk that doesn't really exist anymore because there's too many damn shows, right?
I know. We just learned when we recorded our first episode, I was doing some research on it, and our premiere episode, our pilot episode, had 16.5 million viewers, and we were the fifth most watched show that night. Now, the number one show is lucky if they have 7 million. They were just not, like you said, we're all spread out doing different things, and I think people miss it.
There was also no social media, so it was people talking, people face to face talking about something that they loved, and that's sorely lacking nowadays. So hopefully we get to bring that back a little bit, which would be nice.
Do you guys remember what your obsessions were back in the days? What would you talk on, around the craft services, and did you have Melrose Plays? What were you watching?
Remember what was big on our set for a long time was South Park, because South Park just started, and it was so groundbreaking that I was like, have you been watching this show, South Park? It was crazy. I got a bootleg copy of their first short, and I remember showing that to everybody, and we were all like, what is this thing going to be? And then it became South Park.
Still on the air. I mean, it's insane, right?
I mean, also boy bands. You guys did a Backstreet Boys dance in front of the audience.
We did,
boy bands were huge. And I dated Lance Bass, and so we had a boy NSYNC member on our set.
What happened there?
I don't know. Our relationship fell apart for some reason.
Well, one cool thing was the fashion moments you had that are now 90s throwback that everyone's, repeating. What's that like?
I should have worn my butterfly clips tonight. I should have done the full 90s butterfly clip moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Slap bracelets.
Oh, yeah. My son's into slap bracelets.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Is he borrowing your old ones? Or?
No, he has a new one. They make them now.
See?
You can. I don't even know. Didn't even have. Yeah, exactly.
The 90s are back.
Absolutely.
The 90s are back.
You guys, honestly, you guys made the impact. So it's all because of Boy Meets World, right? And all the shows that were on.
We'll take it.
Forever.